What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another part of my grind for Chrome, or Chrome Tiger. In the last episode, we got my PP Gold, the PPSH. We're gonna type 100. First of all, thank you guys for the support on the zombies video. Now that's just at 250 not likes, 250 views right now, and I'm honestly really happy with that. I guess the most views I've ever gotten, first of all, and it's just really cool to see how much outreach that video got. So definitely expect more zombies videos, because like I said, it's really cool. It's really cool to see. So just want to thank you guys for that. Yeah, we're back on World War II. Very surprising how much of a player base it still has. I think I mentioned that before, but like especially with the Black Ops ports coming out or being out, like it's surprising that a lot of people really still play these games. But I'm not surprised that people aren't playing the Black Ops 2 port specifically right now, because you got that motherfucker Seasoned Sharp terrorizing the Black Ops 2 community right now. I mean, I heard that he's been doing that shit since fucking Xbox 360 Black Ops 2. Hardly doxed him though. Hardly doxed him. So hopefully his reign of terror ends soon. But it's crazy, honestly. I've not even been on Black Ops 2 like that, because I don't want to get my fucking account hacked, brother. I'm not trying to get my fucking account hacked and have to reset my stats, but hopefully they fix that shit soon. There's a UFC card tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get this video back today. So we're gonna talk about some of the fights. Last time I went 5-1, so hopefully with the fights that I do talk about, we'll find that success as well. Okay, first of all, we have Mateus Rebecki versus Kyle Prepelic. Rebecki is a definition of a dog. Like, that motherfucker comes to fight no matter what. Like he is one of the most entertaining fighters in the division. Like, no matter what fight he's in, he is coming to scrap. He is on a 3-fight losing streak right now. His last 3 losses were to Grant Dawson, Chris Duncan, and Ludovic Klein. All really great unranked fighters, by the way, so it's not like he was fighting scrubs. And he found success. He had a lot of success on every single fight that against those 3. He almost drew with Ludovic. He knocked down Grant Dawson, and he put up a great fight against Chris Duncan. So it's not like he's a scrub or anything. Prepelic, I'm not too high on him, I'm gonna be honest. I think he kind of sucks. He has not, I think he's like 0-4 in the UFC. He hasn't had a fight, he hasn't won yet. Now, to be fair, one of those fights, especially on his latest, when he came back, he did fight against Saint Denis on short notice. So, and he was winning the Drew Dober fight until he got fouled, and then Drew Dober just fucking like went crazy. That guy with shotgun's fucking annoying, by the way. Yeah, one thing to note is that Rebecki, he takes a lot of damage every single fight. So if there was one thing that will kind of fuck him up here, is just the fact that he takes so much damage. Like, every single fight he's had in the UFC, he has been absolutely fucked up, by the way. Yeah, so there was one thing that would fuck up Rebecki's is lack. Like, he takes so much damage, so his chin might be getting compromised. That being said, though, it's not like Prepelic even has power. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. Holy fuck, dude. How are we even still close to winning this shit? I don't even think no one on my team is going positive. It's trash. I'm trash too, though. I'm fucked. I can't go. Dude. Like, come on, man. You're running around with the fucking Fire breath shotgun. Like, you're not good. Give me Rebecca by decision or by KO. Just thought the fact that he's beaten better opponents, or he's had more competitive fights with better opponents, and he's beat better people than fucking Prepelic. Prepelic hasn't had a single win yet. Next up, we have Dennis Bujka, I think that's how you say his name, versus Bogdan Grad. Do not overthink this. The betting odds on this fight are so much closer than like, it should not be as close, okay? That's what I mean. This should be way further. Bujka is coming off a brutal first round KO 4 months ago. Right now he is 1-4 in the UFC. Okay? Now Bogdan Grad is on a 2-fight losing streak, but he lost to Luke Riley, who's pretty good, and Muhammad Naimov, who's also pretty solid. Besides that, he's 1-2 in the UFC, but he has beaten better opponents here. I feel like this should be a pretty easy one, coming off a brutal knockout to 4 months ago, being 1-4 in the UFC versus Bogdan Grad. I think Bogdan Grad takes it. Give me Bogdan Grad by knockout. By knockout, guys, okay? Next up, the featured prelim, we have Ludovic Klein versus Tafik Muz. I don't even know how to say that name. Ludovic Klein is a really great fighter. He's one of the best unranked fighters in the UFC right now. Like, he is really skilled. He has great striking, first of all. He has pretty slick jiu-jitsu, decent anti-wrestling. Like, he's all around a really solid fighter. Especially versus moving up to lightweight, because he used to be a featherweight. When moving up to lightweight, I think he's like 6-1. Only loss being the Gamrot, and Gamrot is really fucking good. So it's not like it was a bad loss to Gamrot, but he's beat some really great fighters. I think he has a win over Bahamondes. I'm gonna check what else right now. He has a win over Rebecca, first of all, and we already said Rebecca's really good. And especially in that Rebecca fight, he showed so much fucking heart, like fighting with the. I think he broke his ankle that fight. So again, tough as shit. First of all, he has a win over Thiago Moises. That's a pretty solid win. Yeah, win over Bahamondes. Win over Mason Jones, and Mason Jones is doing really good right now. Tafik, he's cool. I mean, he's good. He's 1-1. He has a lot of power. He wrestles a lot. He did against Bahamondes. He also cheated against Bahamondes. Let's not forget that. He did grab the cage. It helped him stay in a good position, and he did cheat. And before that, he got absolutely fucked on by Orobai. Just off pure experience, being 5 years younger, fighting better opposition in the UFC, being a much better striker, having good anti-wrestling, give me Ludovic Klein by decision. Okay. Next up, we have Marcin Tybura versus heavyweight debut of Alexander Rakic. You have to feel bad for Rakic, you know. He had a really unfortunate knee injury to Jan a couple years ago. And then he's been fed nothing but fucking killers. I mean, he got fed Yuri. He got fed Ankalaev. Then he fought the... what the fuck was that fat guy's name? The light heavyweight. Then he fought Mirzakhanov. He did really good against Yuri. He was winning most of the fight until Yuri said fuck you and just started going forward. He got a round off Ankalaev, and if he didn't fight as scared, I feel like he would have beat Ankalaev. Yeah, he got caught by Mirzakhanov, but I mean, so he's on a 4-fight losing streak. I think that his losses don't really say how like solid he is, because I think he's still pretty good. Tybura, he's cool, you know, like he's kind of a blob, but he's a skillful blob a little bit. He's 14-10 in the UFC. He's on a 2-fight losing streak as well. Losses to Tyrell Fortune and who's the other guy? The Ante the Gia guy who got knocked out by. He showed he could still hang around though. I mean, before those 2 losses, he had wins over 2 heavyweight prospects, Jonathan Deniz and Mick Parkin. So he could still hang around with some of the younger guys. It's very awkward. He's surprisingly kind of tough. He has some decent wrestling. And he can hit a little bit, you know, like, he's not too strong though, but he can hit a little bit. Mainly the difference here is, like, how is Rakich's chin gonna hold up at heavyweight? I don't know how much weight he cuts to get to light heavyweight, but he looked pretty good on the scales. I think he was like 237 or 234. So he looked strong. He didn't look like fat, you know, like how Pereira did. He looked good. So I'm curious to see how his chin is gonna hold up. Obviously, I do think he's a better striker. He's obviously gonna be faster. I don't know if he's gonna be necessarily stronger, but he is gonna be faster. And just like a more better striker. I feel like this is one of the fights where I'm overthinking it because Tybura is 40. So just off that fact, I'm gonna go Rakic by decision. I don't think it's gonna be a finish. There's another interesting fight. Like Blachowicz, similar situation to Rakic. He's on a 4-fight. It's not like technically a losing streak, but he hasn't won in like 4 years. His last one being Rakic. He drew with Ankalaev. He split decision Pereira. Some people say he arguably won. He lost to Oberg. Some people say he arguably won. And he drew against Guskov. Some people say he arguably won. So he's been competitive in every single fight that he's had. When you look at Navajo Sterling, alright, he's 10-0. He surprised me. You know, I feel like I've underestimated him a lot. He is 5-0 in the UFC. Now he hasn't beat anybody good. Okay, let's get that clear. Tuco is trash. Ivan Urslan is trash. Bellato is a good win. Bruno Lopez is trash. And Kutalaba was a solid win. Like he overcame a lot. He overcame a decent amount to get that W. But from going to Sterling to Blachowicz, that is a really big fucking jump. The next thing though, we have to look at this objectively. Blachowicz is, he's 15 years older than Navajo Sterling, okay? He's 43. He has had like 2 different shoulder surgeries. He's had a bunch of fucking surgeries. I think he's torn a lot of shit. And he's 43 years old. You rarely see people 43 fighting this much, fighting this like at this age and being able to compete. Have been outliers. You know, Glover Teixeira is an outlier. You know, Randy Couture, who was an outlier. Even currently in the UFC right now, I mean, like Jared Cannonier is still pretty competitive at 41. So there are outliers, but you just have to look at it from objectively. He is 43 years old. Is he much better than everybody that Navajo Sterling has faced? Yeah, very easily. I don't think it's a question that he is a severely big jump in competition. But when you look at it from that, I think it's a little bit harder to choose like who I think really wins this fight. The age does get to me a little bit, like 15-year age difference, and Blachowicz having a bunch of surgeries is like a little iffy, if I say so. But the fact that Navajo Sterling hasn't beaten anyone good is also just kind of iffy. Navajo Sterling is a pretty good striker. He lacks some power though. Like, I know he is coming off 2 wins by finish, but Bruno Lopez is chinny, and I feel like Kutalaba kind of gassed himself out and just kind of gave up. But I don't know. That was just me. Blachowicz still has a chin. He still has a lot of heart. He still has a lot of power. He still has a good amount of skill. I think he's obviously going to be slower. I mean, because he's 43. This is one of the fights where I just wouldn't bet, just because I feel like there's a lot that goes into this. If I had to give my decision, I want Blachowicz to win, but I feel like I have to go with Navajo Sterling by decision here. I don't think Blachowicz is going to wrestle too much. He's going to try to keep it on the feet. And on the feet, I do think that Navajo Sterling is better. So, like I said, guys, I want Blachowicz to win, okay? And I would love for him to win. But I have to go objectively here. And looking at the age, the injuries, and everything, we have to go with Navajo Sterling by decision. Finally, we have Uros Medic versus D-Rod. D-Rod is coming off, I think he's on a 3-fight win streak, I think is Alex Morono, Ponzinibbio, and Kevin Holland. He's looked solid in those fights. He beat the fuck out of Ponzinibbio. My teammate really does not get him, even though he had the advantage on him. The fuck? Oh my god, dude. He looked good in the Kevin Holland fight. Or, I wouldn't say, he kind of looked a little sloppy. But he surprised me in the Kevin Holland fight because I didn't think he was going to lose him. Yeah, D-Rod is tough. Like, he got finished one time. He showed a lot of heart against Kevin Holland. He is coming off a 1-year layoff because he got arrested in fucking Tijuana for, I think it was like 8 months he was in jail. So he's coming back. He is 39 years old. Gotta keep that in mind. He is 39. Uros Medic is coming off, he's on a 3-fight winning streak. He's finished everyone round 1 knockout. I think his last 3 wins have been against Jeff Neal, which was really solid win, even though Jeff Neal is kind of on the older side. He beat Muslim Salikov, round 1 knockout. Beat Gilbert Urbina, round 1 knockout. I feel like there was one more in there that I missed, but that's who he's beaten so far. Yeah, he's strong. Uros Medic is really strong. He got a lot of power. He got a lot of fucking power. His striking is really good. He comes to fight. He is a little bit chinny. Like, I will say he got dropped by Soriano, I think that it was. He got clipped by Urbina before he knocked him out, so he could be knocked out. But I think that in this fight, just off the age, the layout, the layoff, I do think this fight does not go the distance, first of all. So if you're gonna bet, does not go the distance. Make sure it's a KO. Someone gets knocked out. And if you want to be ultra specific about it, give me Uros Medic by knockout. We did 6 fights in. I think we go 6-0 this time around. Only person you really have to watch out for is Navajo Sterling, but I mean most of them were the I picked most of the favorites. Okay, guys. Only one to watch out for is Navajo Sterling, but I think we got us in the bag.